All right, hello everybody. Sup, nerds? Hope you're all doing well. Let's see, last episode. Hold on, let me get this figured out here. Toggle free cam. Yes, please. Suck some one. Slow it down. There we go. All right. Last episode, we got stuck on these double dragons of the Forgotten Vale. They killed us twice. I feel terrible shame about it, but I practiced a little bit last week, and I think I got some tactics down for this. So we should be able to take them out this time, and we'll also be able to get all the way to the Ariel's temple place. You know, that's hard to find. Be fighting our way through some Falmer or whatever because we can't sneak for crap with Serana behind us, but you know, that's how it is. Let's see, who do we got in chat? We got Magus80 up for before the hose, the panicked monk, who's hose? Yo hose, and then Haster, yo ho ho, and a bottle of rum. I like how we transitioned from pimps to pirates. That's great. We got pimps and pirates in the chat today. Oh my hose. Yeah, I was guess I was never really known for attracting the classiest of clientele. It's all right. It's all right. You guys are all classy in my mind. In my book, you're all classy. How's it going, guys? You having a good weekend? I hope so. I really don't have anything else to update you on with this playthrough because y'all made me promise not to take on these dragons off stream. Wanted to, you know, see me struggle with it in real time for the sweet, sweet vindication after we do finally kill these guys. So far, so good. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I slept in a little bit. The dog's crazy, but my wife got up with him this morning and put him in his kennel, and he was calm, you know. And then so I took him out and played with him, and then he went completely crazy on me, so I put him back in the kennel. Now he's calm. I have to let him out sometime during the stream, though. He's in this like terrible twos phase where he has to be like supervised 24/7, and if you can't like watch him every single second, then he's gonna destroy something. So you just gotta put him in the cage. He's a wild animal at this point, but he's very sweet. He's the best dog ever. Pain in my ass. Durganburn, yes indeed. All right, so let's discuss tactics here, shall we? I realized that as a thief, I was doing no sneaking, which was our number one mistake. Number two was we were attacking these guys in broad daylight with a vampire. And no wonder Serana was kind of going MIA. She doesn't like the sun. It was really just a gameplay glitch. I don't think the sun, the day or night cycle even affects her at all, really, technically. Also we have a bunch of trick arrows that we should be using. So instead of just using the crossbow here, I have the Nightingale bow, and I will be switching over to use these Ebony Death arrows. I'll also be making use of these, let's see, the Frost, or the Elven Grounding arrows, which are shock damage. And also, I think I have some frost arrows in here too that will be effective against fire dragons. Now, I think at the end of last stream, Magus suggested using some shouts. I don't have much in the way of shouts right now, and I'll let you take a gander at that. Oh, let's see. Oh no, they were ancient Nordic arrows. I think I already have those hotkeyed, or not hotkeyed, but favorited. Yeah, here we go. So the freezing arrows will help too, and also slow them down. So, in fact, I might start off with those. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to sneak toward the middle of the lake, which will trigger the dragons to pop out of the ice. And then I'm going to do my best to sneak back over to where these ruins are, these pillars. And these pillars provide really good defense against dragon breath attacks because they're completely solid. I have 360-degree range of movement around them, so no matter what angle the dragons attack from, I can find solace from their breath attack there, which was killing me last time. I was able to dodge roll around, use those iframes and also my ultimate healing potions to survive longer than I should have, but that was not really a viable strat, what I was doing last stream. Summon Durnavir. I could summon Durnavir. He would be definitely a good distraction. Oh, I'm mildly hungry and thirsty too. Health regeneration and damage output are reduced by 10%. Yeah, we don't want that. Let's eat something. How's that? Just removes the debuffs, but I don't get any buffs for being well fed or well hydrated. Holy shit! Silent Echo lurking with 50 bucks. All right, man. Hope you're having a good weekend. That's very generous of you too, by the way. Nobody should feel the need to have to do that. I'm doing all right. Thank you, though. That's very generous. Thank you. All right. So, yeah, I got the debuff. That 10% is going to help a lot. Durnavir. Yes, I do have Durnavir. Do I have the Dragon Souls to unlock him, though? No, I have 1 Dragon Soul. I need 2 to summon him. He's completely unlocked right now. Or completely locked. When I go for dinner, I hope you slightly delayed due to be watching one of my favorite sports. Oh, okay. Cool, man. That sounds fun. Yeah, don't feel bad. Those live sports, the sports lose something when you're not watching them live, right? So don't feel bad for putting me on the shelf. There's also March for Death, which Magus mentioned specifically, but yeah, I could unlock this, but I think just the one shout, the one word of the shout is probably not worth it, right? Bikes have no limit. Oh, those crashes are gnarly too. You're talking about like the GP races, the super fast like road racing bikes, not the dirt bikes. Yeah, those things are crazy. Those things are crazy. They go super fast. Those wrecks are gnarly. Sometimes you just see limbs flopping all over the place as people's bones shatter. I'd be like clenching my butt cheeks the entire time I was watching that. I mean, could do worse on a weekend, I suppose. Okay, so the main thing here, Serana. Oh yeah, so long story short, I really don't, other than Dragon Rend, I don't have much here that's really gonna help me. Maybe Phantom Decoy a little bit to get some of the heat off of me, pun intended, with the Dragon's Breath. Maybe Call Dragon. We could probably do Call Dragon. The problem with Call Dragon is we got a 3-minute cooldown with this. We want to call this at the very beginning. Maybe what I could do now. I think I'm just better served with just, you know, rapid firing Dragon Rend with this one, keeping them grounded. Speedway, not really a dirt bike. It's more of a drifting bike to get around corners, but they have the fast accelerator. Yeah. That's the one I'm thinking of. It's a pretty short track too, right? Let's see. Either way, that sounds really fun. Your boy Nobody. Hey, he made the start of a stream. Look at that. Yeah, so I think I'm just best served keeping these dragons grounded, where I can take pot shots at them more easily. All right, so I'm doing a quick save here. Well, I thought I was doing a quick save. Did that not go through? Huh. Interesting. I don't know what was happening there. The F5 button isn't working, but my controller keybinds are, so we'll do it that way. Okay, so the main challenge here is going to be Serana is going to draw their detection immediately. Serana is not immediately aggressive until she gets attacked or I get attacked. So basically, the dragons are going to be chasing her around, shooting their breath attacks at her, and then I'm going to be taking a lot of collateral damage. So I got to be mindful of that. Okay, here we go. Those are triggered. Both of those dudes are. All right. So we are still undetected. Serana is right behind us, though. Single file line. So those dragons are going to detect her like immediately and start blasting her with fire. Okay. Now they're just busy showing off. Really cool effect. I think this was probably like a game jam thing at some point. Okay, he's landed. I'm not going to waste a Dragon Rend shout on him just yet. Dragon got a sneak attack shot on Serana somehow. Okay, now I'm going to hit her with, or hit him with a, Dragon Rend. I'm gonna keep an eye on that cooldown. Still not detected. So far, so good. Oh, now I'm detected. Now I'm detected. I don't know by which dragon, but I'm gonna still take my pot shots as well as I can. I'm gonna switch over to the ebony death arrows now. Get some more damage while this guy's grounded. Okay, good. That other dragon is going for Serana right now. Okay, he grounded himself. Hopefully, does not go at me. Now, I've seen it too where these guys get in like this weird twister competition.
This won't end well for you.
Is he coming at me? Might be coming at me. All right. I am in detected status now, so I am popping elixirs of resist fire and resist magic. Crit strike, that's good. I'm going to try to stay put as much as possible here because I want ambush predator, which is, you just popped up in the top left corner of the screen there. It's a perk that adds another like 25% to my damage if I don't move for like 8 seconds or something like that. Okay. Volsaroom is already almost done. He's grounded for good now. Okay, going through a lot of these ebony arrows, and those are rare. So I'm going to switch over to bone arrows now. There we go. Okay, now we have to pop this guy with Dragon Rend. I think he's perched. I don't think he's grounded there. Yeah, he was perched. Let's go back to the freezing arrows here. Where'd he go?
I still remember how to fight.
Okay, let's make sure we have this pillar in between. Now he's like hiding behind this hill. Okay, good. He is pissed off at Serana right now, which is good, and I'm totally missing because of auto aim. Pain in my ass. I wish there were a way to just turn auto aim off completely for controller, but I haven't figured out a way yet to do that. I don't think it affects mouse and keyboard, because when I watch people stream, I don't see like arrows and spells going haywire like they are for me right now. See how it's going way high up in the air? Wasting a lot of arrows because of that crap. There we go. Pelt him with these freezing arrows. These are arrows available from the Trick Arrows perk in Ordinator. These will slow the enemy as well as, you know, do a bunch of frost damage. And dragons, fire dragons, are not resistant to frost, so have fun with that. Let him get away with a launch there that I did not want. Got to keep a closer eye on that shout cooldown. Still doing good on ammo. Shout cooldown is done. Let's keep him grounded. He's probably grounded for good now. His health is low enough. Auto aim is cooperating with me now, which is good. And now I think I'm going to switch over to the crossbow and just get some rapid fire raw damage. There we go. Death by crossbow bolt up the butt. Steve Irwin, South Park style. Okay, there we go. Not too bad, huh? Just a little bit more tactical, and we're good.
Whoa.
Whoa is right. You're more impressed by this that you've seen multiple times already than us just taking out 2 dragons on a frozen lake. Got your priorities out of whack. Either that or you're just desensitized to cool shit that doesn't glow. Alright, all this good stuff. Yeah, we'll take those freezing bolts back, those bone mold bolts. Butt bolted, yeah. Do I really want... I don't think I need these. I mean, I don't really have the encumbrance for them. Am I wearing all of my stuff here? I have a bunch of like bandoliers and stuff that I could put on. I think this might remove something if I put that on. And I have the thief bat. Okay, no, I need to just drop some shiz. Yeah, I don't need the heavy armor. Don't need the supple bows. That ought to do me for a little while. Okay. Not bad, huh? Gotta go to work, but I'll be back once I get there. Okay, cool. Well, don't get in trouble at work because you're watching a Karn stream or anything. If your employers don't really care, then whatever. I watch YouTube at work all the time anyway. It's background noise for me, you know? You need it to help you focus. I think like employers have become a lot more lax on that than they used to be. Because whenever I go to a store or something, I see like all the teenage and, you know, young 20s employees, they're all on their phone. Nobody seems to give a crap. I think most employers are just happy to have their a full staff on hand at any one point in time. Okay, let's see. Yeah, all right. I think I got my bearings. So that went fairly... Oh, I never absorbed the other dragon, though. I got the... Oh, no, I got them both. I got them both. I should have 3 souls now, right? Yes, I do. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, 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 cool. Here we go. All right, so the next stop... We have this winding trench or valley. This is going to be full of Falmer. We're going to try to be as sneaky as possible. But like I said, Serana is a sneak liability. Even though she is a lightly armored vampire, she is not very sneaky. She is a liability for a sneaky character. But during certain quests in the Dawnguard questline, you have to bring her with you. So that kind of just breaks a lot of different sneaky characters, which sucks. Oh, it does? Follower detectability. Oh, but I also don't have Serana affected by nethers right now because it was causing funky bugs. So this is vanilla Serana right now. I think... Weren't you saying that there was a patch that fixed that? Like the newer version of nethers fixed that? I think you were saying that last week. I'm getting weird deja vu about it now. Found that out the other day as well. You talking about the customer service thing or the follower detectability thing? I know sometimes I talk a little faster than chat updates for me. Running the newest version of Nethers and now confused what you're asking me. Okay. Yeah. So, follower detectability, I think might be a setting. You said is probably a setting in Nethers? So if I go to follower framework here, which is Nethers, this is not a new version. I try to look for updates every time I start a new playthrough, so I don't think this was available when I started this one. The thing is, though, I don't have Nethers effective or active on Serana because it was causing like quest scripting issues for me. But I thought that you said you got the April 2012. Yeah, okay, so I wouldn't have had it. I think that you said last stream that the newer version of Nethers fixes the Serana issues. Current version fixes her. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought you were saying. It just popped into my head as I was talking about, yeah, I don't have Nethers doing anything with Serana right now. Triggered my deja vu. Okay, that makes sense. So yeah, next new profile, I'll get that added in. Definitely before I start my vampire playthrough. Did you call him Thulsa Doom? I don't know. I don't get it. Sorry. I'm sure it's funny. And a bunch of custom follower mods. Okay, cool. That's good because Nethers adds a lot of really cool features to followers. The one that I use all the time, especially for sneak characters, is a wait hotkey. So I just have a certain keybind on my controller that I hold on to, and then it causes all my followers to wait so I can go scout ahead. That's the main one I use, but you know, then there's also like the light step perk to make followers, you know, silent or not silent, immune to traps, because that's a whole thing in the vanilla game. Generally, you don't want to be doing your sniping from a height disadvantage, so we'll save that until we get up there. And hopefully Serana doesn't trigger any Falmer on the way. Here we go. I always get turned around in this very first spot here, but this is the bridge that you want to take. Yeah, I see a Falmer all the way up there. That's going to be a tough shot to make. Oh, this one we can take out though. Let's wait for ambush predator to become active, and then we'll let it rip. There it is. Ooh, almost took him out. I feel like our crossbow would have had him. Crossbow also isn't silent though. Yeah, see, he's on alert. He hasn't detected us yet though. We got any of his buddies coming to investigate? I don't see anything. All right. Let's keep moving. So if I were solo thief playing this, I would probably just try to avoid detection altogether. But since we have Serana, like I was saying, she is pretty good at attracting attention, so I'm gonna do my best to clear the path ahead. Oh, is that? No, that's just one of their weird little totems. Playing a sword and board character right now, and I can't say much of a game changer. How much of a game changer getting Spellbreaker was. Heck yeah, man. Yeah, as a melee character, those spellcasters, they will be the bane of your existence, because not only do they get you from a distance, but also elemental resistances and magic resistances. Unless you're playing like a Breton Atronach, then you're probably okay, but even then, if you're playing at higher difficulty levels, that's tough. So they're doing a lot of damage, but unarmored enemies, those mages, they will backpedal almost just as fast as you can run forward. So they're keeping their distance from you that entire time. They're probably hitting you with ice that slows you down. Yeah, it's rough. And then as soon as you can just block their spells, it's good. It's all good. Especially with dragons, too. If you're playing like a pure melee character that has no ranged whatsoever, and you rely on Dragon Rend and grounding dragons, but you just have to eat Dragon's Breath attacks while they're in the air, then yeah, Spellbreaker, you know, completely...
Who's there?
Oh, God. All the way from back there? Are you serious? Serana, you're terrible. That was so far away. And Falmer are blind. How much noise are you making? Oh, you're killing me. You're killing me, Smalls.
Hang on.
Ah!
Did you hear something?
Jesus. Dorit arrows? Okay. Damn. Doesn't see me. Damn, that hurt. And it was frightening, too. I was like never detected. That was all Serana. What a pain in the ass. Where did Serana go? Did she duck into that cave? I think she ducked into the cave.
Get back here.
What? Where are you? Skyrim's being Skyrim. Do I have Aura Whisper? I don't think I have Aura Whisper. No, I don't even have Aura Whisper. Man, I need to get on my shout game. Oh, you must have fallen or something. Or maybe you did duck into that cave and then you ended up all the way down there in the bottom. Who knows? Who knows? Is there anything worthwhile? No, I'm already pretty much at encumbrance. I don't need to keep pissing, farting around with random loot. That and the Shield of the Crusader, also the Prism enchantment from Summer Mist work in the same way. Oh, yeah, the prismatic where you get hit by a certain element and you become resistant to that element for a certain amount of seconds. Kind of similar. Spellbreaker though is just it's just a ward. The vanilla ward is pretty weak, especially if you're playing on higher difficulty levels, but if you're running any kind of artifact overhaul like Zims or probably Reliquary, it strengthens that ward up quite a bit. Zims makes that ward really, really good because it's quick to come up, it's really strong, recovers really quickly. So would recommend that, but like I said, I haven't played Reliquary. I think most people probably prefer Reliquaries of Myth over Zim's Immersive Artifacts, and I would imagine that it would overhaul Spellbreaker in a similar way, or at least a way that was as effective. Vanilla Ward is fine. I have it break on me all the time, just on regular Dragon's Breath attacks. Is Spellbreaker leveled? Okay, Haster. Yeah, you answered my question right as I asked it, so you must have been ahead of me.
You're dead.
Vanilla Spellbreaker is leveled, and then Magus says not leveled. Interesting. We have a debate. I know in Skyrim there are fewer leveled pieces than there are in Oblivion. Oblivion is really like OD about that. Skyrim, there are a few. You got like the Nightingale Blade, the Nightingale Bow, and a few others, but not all of them are actually leveled. Here we go. All right, Serana, you got an arrow in your face, but I think you're okay. Oh, now the Falmer is fighting the Frost Giant. All right, we'll let him do that. Serana, you really want to get mixed up in that? I mean, if you want to, go ahead. She is a Nord. She's a little fighty. Now I gotta check.
Must be gone now.
Yeah, 50 points is not much. That's easily eaten by like an ice storm or something. Are you sure you're using the vanilla spellbreaker? Do we want all these paragons? I think we do. I think collects many things as a thief is probably a fair amount treasure hunter as well. Right? Thieves are just treasure hunters that don't mind breaking the law to get the shiny things. So she is going to be driven for this treasure. Flying through a lot of bone arrows here. Do I have anything? I could use the immolation arrows. I'll get a little extra fire damage. I'm pretty sure frost giants are resistant to frost. Bone arrows. I'm sure I have some decent other arrows here that I could be using. There's nothing that I have a ton of, it seems. Alright, switching to, Oh, okay. That felt a lot worse than it actually was. Terrain is killing me here. There we go. Oh, nice slide, Serana. That was pretty fancy. Emerald Paragon, there we go. Warding for 60 points. Yeah, last time I tried to use Vanilla Spellbreaker, it was a little rough. Also, same thing with the Warlock's Ring with the free fishing CC. That's also a very weak ward. But I guess when a ward breaks, it staggers both you and the person who is hitting the ward. So that stagger does help not just get completely whomped on while you're reeling from the attacks, as the staggers both of you. The problem is with the Warlock's Ring, it breaks so quickly that you could just be stagger locked. You either gotta just eat the magic damage or you just keep getting staggered until you can break through somehow. I was referencing the dragon Valsa Room. Sounds like Thulsa Doom. Okay. Salsa Doom? He's a dancer? Speaking of treasures, I'm currently playing a Snow Elf Paladin. Found the Pale Blade. Can I enter Mercer's house without doing the guild quest? Probably not without console commands. I'm guessing. I don't know of any vanilla way to get in there because it's pretty hard locked. You might be able to use the plate glitch where you put a plate out in front of you and then you kind of like just sprint into the wall, into that secret entrance. You might be able to trigger the door that way or get to where you can trigger the door that way. I don't know. The plate glitch is fixed with you. Okay. Well, that's not gonna work. The mechanism is activated, but I can't open the door. Man. Yeah, that's gonna be a tough puzzle to solve. I wouldn't be shocked if there's a way to do it. Okay, what if you go backwards? Because there is, because there's that secret entrance that goes all the way down through and then ends up in the, ends up down in the cistern somewhere, doesn't it? If I remember correctly. If you can figure out some way to get enough jump height or like a levitation spell or something to get back up through that drop that you take, you might be able to get through it backwards. Just a thought. I'm trying to remember now where that, because you go through that secret entrance, you end up underground. I don't remember where you come back out. I thought it was the cistern. Might be a different way of attacking it there. Kind of like how you had to go back and get the that jewel of that crown in the main quest line if you already went through the Thalmor Embassy. You had to kind of just finagle your way around the terrain to get back up through there from that troll cave the opposite way. Let's wait for our ambush predator. He's gonna start walking here any second now. There we go. Oh my gosh, that barely took any damage. Get in there, Serana. I'll give you sniper support from the roost up here. Getting low on those arrows, I gotta be careful. Really? It triggered the kill cam, but not the but not the actual shot.
Not very impressive.
Okay, so he froze on the edge there, otherwise he would have fallen off, and that would have been a pain in the ass to loot him. But he was tough. Okay, we're getting close. Getting close to the load door here, and then we have a icy cavern crawl, and then we'll emerge on the other side for the last shrine of Ariel. We will finally fill the ewer, complete our pilgrimage, and then we'll be able to enter the chantry. Baron's Eye crown piece. Yeah, that's been in the cave itself next to Dead Mage. You don't have to anymore. That was an official BGS patch that they did. That was fairly early on too, because a lot of people were complaining about not being able to get that. But in the launch version of vanilla Skyrim, it was in the Thalmor Embassy. I don't think it was in Elenwen's Solar. It was in one of the bedrooms in the embassy building itself. So typically what people would do, they'd finish all the quest lines and everything, and then they would go and try to do the Baron's Eye's crown quest, and then they would realize that that one was in the Thalmor Embassy and they couldn't get back into it because it was locked down after the main quest line.
Teach you.
And so like everybody started complaining about it all at once because that's like just the natural timing that people took to get it. And they're like, all right, and then they just moved it to that troll cave. But before that, people had to, use whirlwind sprint and try to launch themselves off of a piece of terrain on the wall to get back up in the back way. 2 things. Yeah, OG game in a bedroom. Yeah. Those were the days, huh? Oh, there's a human heart. That's awesome. I can use that for more ebony death arrows. Excellent. How's my encumbrance doing? Pretty good. I still got about 23, I think. Encumbrance left. I'll take it. I'm working at the moment. An Enclave scientist worked on crafted some of the weapons and devices they used before the destruction of the oil refinery. Also known as Vault Tech. Oh boy. So you're working on the backstory for your next Fallout character? Next Fallout playthrough? That sounds like a good one. Okay. Argonians get some pretty nice buffs by just taking a dip into water there. And there's that frost troll over there. Let's use some immolation arrows on this guy. Trolls are weak to fire, so that's going to hurt him a lot. And that's going to take him out.
I know it would have come to service, but still.
What? She's usually so loud that she triggers detection from everyone. And now she's speaking so quietly that I can't even hear her. It's not very stealthy, those massive explosions. Yeah, especially for a race that relies entirely on their hearing and sense of smell for... Oh, I don't need that pelt. For navigating the world. Don't need all these heavy animal bones. I'm going to keep all the crafting materials, though. I'm pretty sure I have 100 level smithing. I do, so I don't need all those pelts and everything, too. How am I doing now? Okay, good. Perfect. How you feeling, Serrana? Up for a scrap? Let's see if I can take this one out in the background first. That did not kill him, even though I did get the kill cam. Nice. Okay, we got more up here. I'm not going to be able to hit him through those, through that grating. Missed. Damn. Do not need to be wasting those bone arrows either. I gotta have some more arrows, right? I got some dragon steel, but not a lot. Daedric arrows, 31. I can mishmatch some of these together, I suppose. But the Nord arrows I want to save for crafting into freezing arrows. The dwarven arrows I want to save for crafting into immolation arrows. The ebony arrows I want for death arrows. The elven arrows I want for grounding. And sun-hallowed arrows for sure. Oh, that's something I forgot to do, huh? I never got sun-hallowed arrows from, doesn't look like I did anyway, from, Yellowboar. I'm gonna have to go back and get some more of those. Crap. Oh, man. That's an extra errand that I don't need. Fine, whatever. Oh, no, that's fine. I was mixed up. I haven't gotten there yet. Good. But I need to make sure that I'm probably, well, 13 arrows is probably fine. I'll gather up some more of those, though. No, I was playing my mage character, and the mage character right now is in the same area, except he just beat, what's his name, Verther, and got Ariel's bow, and I'm pretty sure I grabbed some arrows, but I'm not 100% convinced, so I'm already kind of a little sensitive about it. And I didn't realize that I haven't already beaten Verther yet, so I don't even have Ariel's bow, so I wouldn't have Sun Hallowed arrows yet, but I'm definitely going to need them before we leave. Make sure to do that. No, I'm just going to have to hodgepodge together some arrows if I run out. Oh crap, that did like no damage. Serana, get ready for some friction here, and not the good kind. Oh crap. Hit the wrong one. Yeah, the Nightingale bow is out of charge. I can charge that up. I think I have plenty of gems here. I do indeed. Start with the smaller ones. That'll save me more encumbrance. Oh, a fellow archer, eh? Okay. The charge definitely helps. Get some arrows back. Alchemy ingredients. Alchemy, I think, is the one crafting skill that I am behind on with this character. Yeah, it's only a 23. Got a lot of levels to make up on that. Which is fine. That's usually one of the easier ones to level up anyway, as soon as you get a Hearthfire home. Yeah, 2 shots. I'll take it. Oh, this is getting hard to navigate. I have my screen settings a little darker than probably a lot of you do. I like having to navigate dark terrain for the most part. See if I can get rid of that bolt bug in my hand. Yeah, there it goes. I think it just adds a nice little wrinkle, a nice tactical wrinkle to the game when I have to deal with the darkness. And it's also the way that the developers' vision for the game, their visual direction, is to like have the game darker sometimes, so it just looks better a lot of times when you play with the settings darkened. There is a strong gaming culture of everybody turning their brightness settings way up for maximum visibility, but that's mostly for competitive reasons, like if you're playing, you know, Halo or Call of Duty, or more likely like a CSGO or something if you're that competitive about it, just to increase visibility so you don't get shot from someone in a dark shadow somewhere. But if you're playing single player games, just the atmosphere and the experience as a whole is better if you play on, you know, the darker settings that the developers intended. Let me switch my chat from top chat to live chat. And your boy Nobody is back. Welcome to work. I hope you have a peaceful Saturday at work, my friend. Okay, we have a Charis over there. It's not very stealthy, those massive explosions. Yeah, I know. I know. It is what it is, though. If you're far enough away and you're sneaky enough, you can get away with it, though, right? I lost Serana. I don't know where she went. Oh, I gotta kill that. Gotta kill that Charis. I'm not sure. That might be... Oops, that's not what I wanted. Let's use some elven arrows of grounding here. Sneak attacks on both of them. Ooh, is he dead? Kindness pleased. Okay, so the Charis is dead. Yes, that is a spellcaster. So these Elven Arrows of Grounding will make it so that enemies hit by it cannot cast spells for a certain amount of time. Gives you a great advantage against, well, that was dramatic. Gives you a great advantage against spellcasters. Luckily, he left his sword up here, so I can loot everything else. Don't know if I'm going to get as lucky with the Charis, but it looked like I just knocked him further into a, cavern over there, so I think we're okay. Live chat, yes indeed. Chat lives. Okay, no, it looks like I did probably skadoodle that Charis right off the edge there. An arrow for you. An arrow for you. Oh, you're gonna take a little more than just one arrow, huh? Yeah, you're gonna take 2 arrows. How about that? Was that you, Serana? I have not heard a Falmer yet clear their throat, so I'm assuming that's Serana. She's just stuck downstairs or something. Oh, Geisha, I'm new in Skyrim world, so I installed Ordinator, Imperius, and Experience, and trying Legendary difficulty, I found Crusader St. Alessia build, so I have a question. Is Hunterborn good, or, I mean, for a new player, Hunterborn, Hunterborn probably is not going to add too much to Crusader of St. Alessia build, I think. It adds a lot to the game in terms of alchemical ingredients, and then there's a hidden quest line. You can look on my channel for the hidden quest line that does give you the it gives you a couple of powers that are mostly suited for sneak archery, which doesn't sound like a Crusader of St. Alessia. Are you using Belissaurus's build by any chance? That was actually more of a Valkyrie build though than an Ordinator build, if I remember correctly. Yeah, to be honest with you, I don't know that Hunterborn is going to add much to that playthrough. For sneak archers and for alchemists, it'll add a ton. Or for just, you know, survivalist characters as well, it adds a lot to it as in terms of bone crafting and things like that. God's Hand build with Ordinator. We'll look at your videos and things. Yeah, no problem. And welcome aboard. Always glad to see new people in the chat. Holy crap, I'm hungry, thirsty, and very tired. So let's, that might be gimping us a little bit here. Really don't need that favorited anymore, do I? Probably not going back to the Soul Cairn anytime soon. All right, Serana, I'm gonna keep moving. Good luck. Actually, still hungry. Maybe I will munch some of these. Soul husks. What do you think soul husks taste like? I'm thinking like pork rinds, but not as salty. Like just plain raw, bland-ass pork rinds without any kind of salsa or anything. Or maybe like Cheetos, but without the cheese powder on them. Probably tastes like ash, which is funny because it sounds like you're saying it tastes like ass, which is probably both true. Tastes like ashy ass. Okay. Got any more goobers over here? I don't see any more goobers. Gonna do a quick save here because it's been a while. thirsty after that snack, yeah. Gonna need a little libation to take down a dry-ass soul husk. Okay, it's about noon over here. It's time for my dog's lunch, so I think I'm gonna take a quick break here. Let me just get to the end of this corridor. I'm gonna do a hard save, and I'm gonna take a break to feed my dog. Hey, Tom Mole, good timing, bud. Just getting ready to take a break. Welcome. Hope you are having a good Saturday. Yeah, you as well, Tom. Pat the dogs for me? Yes, indeed, I will. All right, I'll be right back just in a few minutes. Hang tight. Take care. All right, I'm back. I am back. Oh, you guys want to see Norton, the pup? Yeah, here it comes. Here it comes. Come on up. Gotcha. Oh, big boy. Oh, big boy. Here, let's get you on camera. Oh, here we go. Oh, lots of kisses. Oh, the puppy kisses. They're sweet. They're so wet right now, too, because he just had a big drink of water. Got sloppy face. Sloppy face. Oh, and he's chompy. And he's chompy. Told you. Terrible twos. When he's calm and he's behaving, he's very sweet and very loving. But right now, he just wants to eat everybody's face in a very good-natured and fun-loving way. I think Mom's home. Yeah, go get her. Oh. Let Mom take him off our hands for a little while. Oh my god, he really slobbered up my beard and my arm. Okay. Yes, he is very cute. Whoosh off to Mom, yes indeed. Alright. You guys don't want to stare at my ugly mug any more than you have to, I know. Let's switch back to, the game. Oh, let me catch up on chat here. Did I miss anything scandalous? Let's see, probably not. Oh, I see, just James and Tom complaining about the weather. Yep, only the one dog. Right now, he's more than what we can handle. If he ends up getting along really well with other dogs, though, we might consider a furry friend for him. But right now, it's hard to imagine. It's really hard to imagine. It's just, this guy is, you know, he's a big ball of stress and work and energy and actually love as well. But yeah, I don't know if we have it in us for another dog at the moment. His training is going really, really well. He's a puppy. He's only 5 months old, so he's gonna be his puppy phase for a little bit. He's got a ton of energy. When he is self-possessed and not just completely zoomy witching hour crazy time, he's really well behaved. He's like the best dog. But he's got way more energy than he knows what to do with. He's got way more energy than I or my wife knows what to do with. So we try to manage that the best as possible. He gets overstimulated really, really easily. And this is all just regular puppy stuff, right? This isn't like bad dog stuff. This is what you get when you get a puppy. But yeah, the training's going really well. He learned the house training thing in like 2 days. He has scattered accidents here and there, but they're pretty few and far between, and it's usually just when he's got too much energy and he forgets himself. But he takes himself out the doggy door several times a day, and he pees and he poops and he chases birds around. And then we've been teaching him to sit and to come and to shake hands. So the shake hands thing was something that I'm very proud of. That took a while for him to warm up to, but now he happily does it, and it's the cutest thing. So he's really smart, and he's definitely got great dog potential. We just got to get him to mature a little bit and calm down. Manage his energy better, and he'll be the best dog ever. Puppies are like kids with ADHD. Yeah, that's not really far off, just probably even more energy than that. Luckily, he is pretty good about sleeping through the night, though. So for the most part, we haven't lost too much sleep. He's had a couple of rough nights in that he doesn't want to go to sleep, because when he starts to feel himself get tired, he starts to actively fight against trying to sleep and resting. So he, weirdly, when he's tired, he gets more bursts of energy and zoomies. So we have to try to, you know, make sure that he's not like overstimulated and things like that, and make sure to manage his crate time just right, because the crate he likes the crate. It's nice and comfy for him. He doesn't mind going in there. and it limits all the different stimuli from all different angles, all the different stimulus input and everything. So that calms him down really, really well, putting him in there if he's getting a little out of hand. But we also don't want to keep him in the crate all day either, you know? Squirreled and watch him charge outside. Yes, indeed. That's what large backyards are for. Dogs love running. Yeah. Our backyard isn't all that large, but it's big enough for him to get a full sprint going before he has to change directions, you know? We have about 1,200 square feet of grass in the backyard that he can run around in, and we have some dirt areas that are where our trees are at. So it's not bad. He's got a pretty good area to run around in, and the house was built in, I think, like the early 1960s, which is pretty old for houses out here. It's really new for houses out in the East Coast and some other areas of the country and the world, but for where we are, it's pretty old. So we have a very mature ecosystem in our backyard. We have some very large pine trees. We have a sumac tree, which is kind of like it looks like a weeping willow a little bit, provides a lot of shade. And we have a lemon tree and a grapefruit tree. And of course, you know, we have to keep those watered, so the bugs like the water, and then the lizards and the birds like the bugs, and the birds like the lizards as well. So we have like a thriving ecosystem out there, including like birds and things like that, that of course triggers the dog's hunting instinct. So he goes out there and chases them. For a while, he was very just fascinated by watching the birds fly around. But just earlier today, he bolted out the back doggy door to chase one of the pigeons that was pecking around underneath one of the trees. So I'm pretty convinced at this point I am going to find a dead bird out there by his doing. Probably sooner than later, which is always a lovely, lovely gift to receive from your pet. 100-acre farm, yeah, you got a lot of space. That'll wear a dog out. So we got here, acres of just space. It's good to own land. Yeah, there is a lot of space out here, but we live in the suburbs, kind of, and the lot sizes out here just aren't that large for the most part. If you live in a neighborhood, you probably have a smallish plot of land. Like our house is 1,100 square feet, and we have a garage too that we could add to that if we wanted to convert that into living space. But yeah, we have the 1,100 square foot house. We got about a 1,200 square foot yard, maybe a little bigger with the trees. But yeah, it's not like acres of farmland or anything like you guys are talking about. But it's a lot better than like a condo or an apartment for a dog with energy like him. He has enough room to do his like figure 8 laps around the yard and get his zoomies out, which is the most important thing. Okay, I mean, land is a great asset to have, though. Typically, land values age a lot better than cash values do. Okay. Crafting materials. Do I need Quicksilver? Can't imagine why I need Quicksilver, but I'm gonna grab it anyway, just in case.
No fan of the sun. That would be
Or he'll bring it in. Yeah, that's most likely what he like. He'll get proud of like a toy or something, and he'll bring it to you, and he loves bringing stuff outside and taking it outside, bringing it back in after it's gotten all muddy and everything. So yeah, that's gonna be horrifying when that happens. You have no kids. The dink thing could allow you to move somewhere more spacious. No, I'm not gonna do that. We have enough space for the 3 of us. We don't need any more for the dog. He's not that big, and once he gets older, he'll settle down. I think he has plenty of room in the backyard. He doesn't seem like he's cramped, and we take him for 2 walks every day where we go out and explore the neighborhood. So I think he's okay. The house value is appreciating on it's you know, we bought it for like half of what it's worth now, so it's nice to have that kind of in your back pocket in case you need something like that. But then if you use that value to buy another overly inflated house, then you kind of just you wipe out all those profits on a house that's more expensive than it should be at the moment, right? From what I've seen, they're coming down a little bit right now, which is good for most people, especially people who are in the market for buying their first homes. But it depends on the area, of course. But yeah, and then of course people who already own the property, dipping property values is not what they like to see, but for most people it's probably a good thing. They were already like overly inflated from where they should be, I think, at least in this area.
Wait. That'll teach you.
But yeah, I don't think we want to move into a bigger place. It's just me and my wife and the one dog. If we start getting to where we want more and more dogs, then yeah, we'll probably have to look into a bigger property. But for now, I think it's about the right size. And like I said, we made a ton of money just sitting on this house right now, so that's good. Yeah, in a pinch, we could sell the house and just live off the proceeds for quite a while, but best case scenario is we'll just be able to pay the house off and own it free and clear, you know, minus property taxes or whatever. Because of the steal that we got it. We bought it during a downturn in a good area.
Here we go.
So ideally, you know, we just kind of park our butts here and pay the house off and just not have to worry about paying a mortgage during retirement. Or if we can get enough money for it and we can buy on another downturn, we can just buy another house in an area that's not trying to burn you down every single day of your life. And just buy it outright for cash. That would be pretty cool too.
Tough day for you.
Then Airbnb it, yeah, make some money. Yeah, the Airbnb thing, we have several of them on our street, and they are, sometimes they're fine, but sometimes they're absolutely terrible. Nobody in the neighborhood likes them, and I think they're, the Scottsdale City Council and stuff, they're looking at regulating that even further. So I don't know that that cash cow is going to continue the way that it is. I think it's going to get hit with some pretty hefty regulation at some point. Yeah, or just rental for passive income. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't want to be a landlord, that's for sure. But if I could find somebody to handle that for me on just for a nominal fee, maybe I would look into it. I don't know. Right now, I'm just kind of enjoying having a job that I can make a living off of and not have to have another gig. The closest thing I have to another side gig is this YouTube channel. And that's made me a whopping, like, what, $600 in, like, 3 years, I guess. Yeah, not a very strong side gig, but it's also not something I put a lot of, like, willpower into. I do put effort into it, but I do it because it's fun. I don't do it for the money, you know? My regular job though, yeah, that I gotta lose sleep for every once in a while. Oh my god. Oh, you got a rope here? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You trying to play rope? You trying to play rope? All right. Where'd you get this? Where'd you get this? You being demanding? You being demanding of my attention? He just brought a rope. And now he smelled his street pouch. Hey. Let's see here. I don't know. Let's see if we can get him to do some treats here. Or see if we can get him to do some tricks. All right. Okay. You gotta sit. Good boy. Okay. Shake. Good boy. Yeah, good job. Good job. All right. Touch. Yes, good boy. All right, all done. Oh, you're not done? Ah, no, you gotta sit. Hey, you gotta sit. You know the deal. Sit. Oh, good boy. And shake. Oh, you missed though. Oh, good boy. Good boy. There you go. Good job. Good job, little man. You know Daddy loves you. You got kisses for Dad? You do? Oh, you got kisses. Oh, that's sweet. Those are sweet kisses. Okay, give me a second. Let me manage my goobery hands now and see what I can do for the dog over here to to calm down so I can continue the stream. I'll be back. Oh my god, what a psycho. Mostly peaceful. Yeah. I just found a chunk of a slobbery chunk of a treat on my keyboard over here. That was lovely. All right. No, he's got a teething ring now. He's back in the kennel. We're good to go. Eat it. Eat it, you coward. All right. Slide on through this beehole here. House was built on a lot of land on a $40,000 budget, then last appraised in 2020. They said the value was around 2.6 million, so not selling anytime soon. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying is the land value is inflated everywhere, so you can take that money, but then you got to have somewhere to live, right? And you're just going to blow it all on another place anyway, so just sit on it for a while. All right. Here we go. Man, you know what's really refreshing about playing Skyrim after playing Oblivion for so long? Is the damn durability systems. Man, it's so nice not having to just repair your gear after every single encounter. Well, there's Serana. She finally caught up. Okay. Speaking of Oblivion, though, I did get all the voice recorded for the Warrior build guide. And then I spent a good chunk of the day yesterday evening processing that audio, ripping it out of the MP4 that OBS records, trimming out all like the breathing and the stutters and everything, and then condensing that all down into MP4s. So now I just kind of have to throw it all in a video project, add some video to it, add some music to it, and I think we're good. If I'm able to concentrate on it, I would say probably 2 weeks for that to come out. Maybe a little less if I'm really able to concentrate on it, but depending on like work and social life and all that stuff, it may not be that way. But yeah, look forward to that soon. Pretty much the same quality stuff you are used to from the Mage build guide, which was my highest quality build guide for pre-recorded footage anyway. And viewers really liked it. It's the most viewed of my build guides in that time frame that it's been out. Oh yeah, Serana's gonna eat all of that, and there's not a damn thing I can do about it. Yeah, if it comes at you, move. Nah, can't expect that from her. So yeah, even with how well the Shadow Mage did, the Mage guide is being viewed even faster. I think it's just because my my thumbnail game was really good with that one. People are very interested in Ordinator mages. Oh my god, these fucking boulders, man. That Charis came through and just knocked all those boulders down right on me. Pain in my ass. Alright, well he's dead now. We only almost died. We're only almost out of these high-powered bow and arrows. Pain in my ass. Yeah, Sneak Archer is great until you're forced to have a follower. this? Another ore vein. More quicksilver. Yeah, I don't know if I need it, but I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So I'll go ahead and mine that up.
You found the Way Shrine of Radiance, Initiate. Are you prepared to honor the mantras of Ariel and fill your vessel with his enlightenment? May the blessings of Ariel protect you as you climb the road to the inner sanctum and final enlightenment.
Okay, so we got this whole thing unlocked now. Got to fill that pitcher up the whole rest of the way. Now it's filled to the brim. Now what are we gonna do with this thing? Just gonna drink it. I think we'll just drink all of it. Why not?
It has to be the place.
You think, right?
I've never seen a
Pretty
building
impressive.
like that. It looks like some kind of temple.
Ariel wants to fill you with enlightenment. Yeah, and he had to say it in a really creepy way too. Alright, there's something good over there, but it's gonna be really hard to get back. Alright, I'm gonna quick save. I feel like I want to try at least to get this thing. I know it's gonna go terribly wrong. It's probably gonna be hilarious, but yeah, I'm not doing permadeath or anything, so I don't mind saves coming this. Ah! Oh man, if I had a vaulting mechanic, I would have had it, and now I'm stuck in the terrain. That's why I quick saved. I feel like I can make it. Is it just the egg over there? I feel like there's some other stuff on some of these pillars that I'm missing. Maybe I can make it better from over here. No. Wow, the tail. What is that mod? Let me see if I can find that mod for you. Give me a sec. Longer SMP Argonian tail. So you got the longer tail, and then I got the shorter longer SMP Argonian tail because the longer one was just way too longer. All right, so let's visit that on the Nexus. Yeah, you got some options. I got the shorter, longer, but then you can also go longer. All right, so here is the one for the longer one, and I'm actually not seeing the shorter one, so let me see if I can pull that one up here too. No, it should be in there somewhere. Did they hide the shorter one? Oh no, it's in the old files. It's in the old one. So there you go, service with a smile. We were talking about the death of customer service earlier, so it's still alive. Just take someone from Gen X to provide it. All right, here we go. Can I make it? Oh, push the button too late. All right, how about over here? Hope you guys are enjoying all of my sex sounds. Yeah, I can't make it. Magus agrees, best gen. Okay.
This is a statue of Ariel, but it's using the older signs of his power. This temple must be ancient. The bow has to be in here.
You think so, huh? Well, I hope it is after all the shit we just went through to get it. All right. Let's take a big swig of this ewer and then we'll pour the rest out into the basin. I'm kidding. I think Ariel's a little disappointed we didn't use his juices as like an enema or something. So cold out here though, it's interesting that it didn't melt or it didn't freeze up on us, right? Okay. Although there are running waterfalls and stuff, so I guess it's not that cold. And one big lake is really frozen over though. All right. What's my encumbrance looking like? I know better, but collects many things. Cole over here does not know better. She is, thankfully, getting close to encumbrance here.
These Falmer, they're frozen in the ice. I wonder how long they've been.
Yeah, we got kind of a Pompeii-looking situation, right? Where they're frozen in place after some disaster. These poses don't look like they were, you know, they just sat in one spot for so long that they froze, like the end of The Shining with Jack Torrance, right? Where he just died and then froze in place. This looks more like a sudden freeze. These Falmer are... Ah, shit. She couldn't help herself. These Falmer look like they're making offerings to the shrine. I think my bow is out of charge again. And it looks like they were instantly frozen. Somehow, some way. Gotta go take care. And thanks for stream and help. Yeah, no problem, Ogisha. You take it easy, okay? See you around, maybe? Where's my bow? Here we go. No. Bow of Shadows, that's why it doesn't have a charge. Here we go. Serana, doof, get out of the way. I really do not like followers in this game. If you're playing like legendary difficulty permadeath runs, sometimes early in the game you almost have to use followers just to be able to survive. But typically, if I can get rid of the follower, I will, especially for sneaky characters. They're just such a liability all the time. Open the door. Let's see. I think there was a... Go get this other Paragon over here. And there was another Frost Giant that we missed. I think it's down in the basin underneath the mesa of the frozen lake where we fought the dragons at the beginning of the episode. Yeah, you stay over there, Serana. Pain in my ass. Of course, we're probably going to want Serana to help us with this giant. Okay, let's see if we can get a few pot shots on him. We'll use these immolation arrows, I think, so we can save our bone mold or our bone arrows for more sneak archery related stuff. And then when we do eventually draw his ire, I am going to switch over to the crossbow. And we'll rapid fire machine gun him. Oh, damn it is right. I thought I put you behind that damn door over there. Turns out that no. I did not. Still Pepe Le Pew'd your way through the walls somehow.
and done.
Stubbed his toe on the way down there. All right, get back some of those immolation arrows. Got the ruby paragon, thank you. And then, of course, we can use these paragons as well to enter these hidden areas with even more loot. We'll come back for that, though. We don't have to do all that while we're here. We're on kind of an important mission for the Dawn Guard at the moment. Oh, more elven arrows. Definitely needed that. More sun-hallowed arrows. Thank you very much. We'll take the very lightweight, expensive stuff. We'll leave everything else. Night walked through the door, yeah. Definitely. So what kind of weekend plans we got out there? I don't have a bunch. Probably just hang out with the dog a little bit. I did take a week off from the gym. I'm looking forward to getting back in there. It's just with the stress and activity of the puppy, I just didn't have the, you know, the energy or the recovery ability to be able to go and do what I need to do. Also, I usually go to the gym at night around 8:30 p.m. over here because that's when the gym is, you know, less crowded. I have more energy at night, so I get a better workout. I'm more of a night person. But it's been getting so hot here that we can't take the dog until like 9 o'clock in the morning. And my wife is good. She's got to get up early for work anyway, so she's good about letting me sleep while she takes the dog in the morning. So I definitely want to be able to pay her back with that and take him at night if she wants me to. Usually we try to do it together so we can talk about the day or whatever, but sometimes she's just too tired from waking up for work so early and, you know, just having to be on all day that I am happy to just take the pup for her at night. Yeah, I mean, after she learned her lesson. Cole is a treasure hunter by nature. She likes the shiny stuff, but she's not an idiot. She's smart. She knows that if she takes these things, there's a fairly good chance that these things are gonna snap out of it and attack her. And a thief would rather not have to fight for their gold. They would rather just be able to take it. So those frozen falmer are not the easy marks that they look like they might be. Even though these shinies are very shiny. Oh yeah, I gotta fix this thing. I keep forgetting. Movable static. I'll take a screenshot of that. Might be able to finagle it. And actually, I'm going to do a hard save right here as well, so I can make sure that my fix actually works. Yeah, I point that out like every time I come through here, and I'm like, oh yeah, I still have to fix that, and then I just never do. Because that feels a lot like work for some reason. You know how it is. So yeah, that's all I got planned. I want to get a workout in, maybe do a Costco run, but I usually wait for the weekdays to do that because Costco during the weekends is just a madhouse. I do not like crowds. That's why I avoid the crowds at the gym. I avoid the crowds at Costco. It just puts me on edge, you know? It makes me cranky. Puts me in a bad mood when there are too many people around. I get that way at like house parties and wedding receptions too. It just makes me want to start throwing elbows and screaming, "Get off of me! I need my space." Wow, that was a cool trick. Appreciate that. give you a little round of applause there if I weren't trying to sneak my way into this place. Now, I know sneaking at this point is kind of useless. Okay, so this is going to be another interesting fight. I don't think it's going to be as tough as the double dragon fight was. But we do have to try to avoid the ceiling collapsing in. Almost at the end here, should be interesting. Yeah, do I have smoke screen? I don't think I have smoke screen available. I don't. That would have been perfect for this. One thing I do have though is from Thunderchild. Shroud of Snowfall. Summoned by your Thume, a blinding snowstorm hides you from sight and muffles your step. We can try this. But also we're going to need Become Ethereal as well, which could help us out a lot with the falling ceilings. So yeah, did I do a hard save? I think I did a hard save here. I did. Okay. So let's think about this. We're going to have the minions, first of all, the frozen minions. Werther is going to wake these guys up. We're going to have to fight them, and then there's going to be some higher level frost atronachs that we're going to have to deal with. We have plenty of bolts for our crossbow. Our bow is kind of limited, but I don't want to hit Serana with the immolation arrows with that. So we'll probably stick with the crossbow bolts, which is going to remove undetected status. Is going to trigger detection on us as we're flying around. We're going to be doing a lot of dodging, a lot of crossbow bolt shooting. I'm going to try the snowstorm shout. We're going to see how that works. Otherwise, I might just rely on Become Ethereal. And then I'm going to try my best to dodge Werther's ceiling attacks here. Now, once we actually do get around to fighting Werther, it's going to be much easier, I think. But this right here is the tough fight for a sneaky assassin character, because they kind of throw you right in the middle of combat here, and it's hard to avoid detection. And they throw a lot of enemies at you coming from all areas. So let's try with Shroud of Snowfall first. See how that works. Don't know what else I have that's really going to help that much in this. This might help, actually, just a reflect damage shout. Clear Sky is not something I need after the main quest anymore. Alessia's love, the wife of Shore. Alessia symbolizes the unbreakable bonds of love and mutual trust. I think this one is, you can cast this on a follower or minion, and then you kind of share your health pool. Not the best if you're using a meat shield, but kind of work if you're tanky. Yeah, I need to do a focused Thunderchild guide, I think. And I think the closest character I have to unlocking everything is the Warrior. So I might have to go back to the Warrior and play through that. Just so I know what's there, and I can share that with you guys too. Yeah, Werther is kind of a little bitch himself. The Falmer will give you more of a challenge. Yeah, totally.
You've done exactly as I predicted and brought your fetching companion to me.
Really?
Wait, is he talking
She doesn't
about
even have
me?
any scales. You think she's hot?
I'm sorry to say, means your usefulness is at an end.
She doesn't even have a tail. Oh,
Die!
yeah, all right. Not detected yet. That's good. We will be shortly here, though. Can't believe I missed with that first shot. I don't know what happened there. Okay, let's see how this shout does. Oh, it just turns us invisible. That's kind of cool. Does that actually plant a keg, though? It does. Look, there's the keg right there. We got to watch out for that. That may not be great. It hasn't blown up yet. We're keeping... I'm stuck.
This won't end well for you.
I'm stuck. How come I'm not moving? Yeah. Something happened there. That might have been a kill cam problem. That's probably why Magus doesn't use kill cams anymore. Oops, that was a quick save. I need to do a hard save there. Yeah, so I don't think I want to use the snowfall anymore after that. It's cool. Maybe the second shout does something a little more like smokescreen. But yeah, smokescreen, I've used it already. And I have to wait some time before I get it back. Probably not that much longer, but I'm already very tired with I need. I don't want to take any more debuffs than I already am at the moment. But that being said, let's eat what we can. And get hydrated as well to just remove any debuffs.
Did you really come here expecting to claim Ariel's bow? You've done exactly as I predicted and brought your fetching companion to me.
Wait, is he talking about me?
Yeah, I guess as fetching as you can get without any scales or any tail. She doesn't even have a tail to lift.
Why don't
Come
you-
on. Okay. Yikes. Yeah, she is the only companion. Who did you think he was talking about? Oh my god. Again. Yeah, the crossbows are cool, but every once in a while you hit the button to attack and it just doesn't do anything. You okay over there, Serana? You do not look okay. Python hi at her. Hey bud. Been a while since I've seen you. Hope you're doing well.
What have you got?
Hope your weekend is off to a great start. Mine is, for sure. Okay, so far we're sneaky enough to be avoiding complete detection, even though crossbows are not silent. We're getting a lot of mileage out of this. We are very sneaky, though. Very, very sneaky. Oh, he's coming right at us. I'm going to do a quick save here. Just because if we get stuck in an animation, the frozen animation again. I don't want to have to start this thing all over. Ooh, that was really close. He's like, hey, who shot me from behind? He's got a bolt sticking out of his face.
Wasted effort. You delay nothing but your own deaths.
Watch out! He's coming up to
Oh my god. That hit hard. Did not mean to use that. Shit. This is bad. Yes, this is very bad. Okay, we got through it. Ah! Who zapped me? Oh. Ah! This is terrible. How am I gonna do this? Now this feels like the dragon fight all over again. What the heck, man? Okay. Shock, magic, cold. Yeah, squishy. Squishy, squishy. That's for anybody who accuses me of not playing on legendary difficulty. They're deceptively quick. They are, yes, for sure. Got a Wing Strike Shadow Warrior bolt combo for X damage. Shadow Warrior. I don't think I have Shadow Warrior.
Welcome to the winking.
Ouch indeed. The ideal if I could stay hidden. I think what got me was switching to the Bow of Shadows on accident. I just clutched my controller a little too hard and I hit the paddle button on the back of the controller on the Xbox Elite. You got a hair trigger on him, so you got to be like careful, especially if he has long ass fingers like I do. But I do like having the options of the extra buttons on the back, so I don't have to take my thumbs off the sticks.
An impressive display, but a wasted effort. You delay
I
nothing
thought
but
I
your
could
own
dodge
death.
that ceiling attack, but I guess not. I thought I timed it pretty well. Oh. Lost my hotkey there.
Watch out!
Jeebus.
No.
Oh, because those shouts are not silent. And neither is that exploding barrel. Okay, let's try this again here. Wing Strike is a good call, though. Damn it, hung up on the terrain. That's what's killing me, is getting surrounded in a corner. And then just, like, just getting pummeled from all angles. Okay, Spellcaster's gone. Still getting all my buttons mixed up from Oblivion too. Oh, god damn it. Get off of me. Yeah, don't want to get stuck in that corner. Ooh, yeah, Wing Strike did not do a damn thing against him. It usually causes a stagger. It did a little damage, but it didn't stagger him at all. Okay. That was a good thought. Maybe two more left. Oh, he went right through the terrain like it was nothing. Okay, I see you.
This has gone
Whew.
on
Okay.
enough.
Your life ends here, Werther.
Child, my life ended long before you were born.
That's kind of a cool line.
I knew I heard something.
Oh my god, this Ancient Frost Atronach. That guy's got a ton of health. Okay, let's try to stay in the shadows here. And I'm going to use immolation arrows on this. I don't really give a shit about Serana anymore. Sorry, Serana fans. Dwarven immolation bow, arrows. There we go. I got that stupid dwarven bolt as well, but I don't really care at this moment. Hey, Mr. B, welcome, buddy. How you doing, Serana? Just on fire? Just on a little bit of fire there? Okay. I hear the Atronach stomping around somewhere, but I don't see... Oh, he went all the way down there. What the hell are you doing all the way back there? It's fine.
Feed your corpse. No, I won't let you ruin centuries of preparation.
Surrender and give us the bow.
Okay, well that went better. Thanks for the shout out on Mr. B there, Magus. Haven't made a Mr. B stream in a while. I have to look for one this
He's
next
up
week,
there
I
on the
think.
balcony. Come on.
Yeah, with the new puppy, I've been busy. I haven't been able to visit as many streams as I would like.
Enough further. Give us the bow.
How dare you? I was the arch-curate of Ariel, girl. I had the ears of a god.
Until the betrayed corrupted you. Yes, we've heard this
Yeah, I
sad
don't know. His
story.
ears don't look that great to me.
Celeborn and his kind are easily manipulated fools. Look into my eyes, Serana.
Look into my
You
eyes.
tell me what I am.
You're a vampire? But Ariel should have protected you.
You're
The moment
You're
I was
sexy as hell?
infected by one of my own initiates, Ariel turned his back on me. I swore I'd have my revenge, no matter what the cost.
You want to take revenge on a god?
Ariel himself may have been beyond my reach, but his influence on our world wasn't. All I needed was the blood of a vampire and his own weapon, Ariel's bow.
The blood of a vampire. Ariel's bow. It was you? You created that prophecy?
A prophecy that lacked a single final ingredient. The blood of a pure vampire. The blood of a daughter of Cold Harbor.
You're waiting all this time for someone with my blood
Choke
to
slam
come
him.
along.
Do the choke slam.
Too bad for you.
Let's see it.
I intend on keeping it. Let's see if your blood has any power to it.
Oh, he escaped it.
What have you got?
Counter the choke slam. You got this, Serana. Don't you come at me. I'll kick your butt. Why are you focusing on the Atronach? What the hell did I just do? What do I have? A dragon rend? What the hell? I wanted to become ethereal.
What have you got?
Yikes. I'll be over here, Serana.
I will herald the fall of eternal night.
Oh, this is gonna take forever. I should have like tried to hide while they were doing their little rant. I could have got them with a sneak attack shot.
Twilight fall and blood spill.
Well, at least the Atronach is gone. Serana can focus on him.
I will herald the fall
Get some stamina there.
of eternal night.
I think I completely whiffed that one. not gonna last too much longer. Wow, what a bloody mess. Look at that. That's a lot of marinara sauce on the ground. Holy crap. Oh, man. Yeah, Werther was well fed, huh? He popped like a mosquito. Jeez. Alright. Take his little enchanted dagger there. I'll take his outfit also. I'll put it in a trophy room somewhere. What else can I drop off that I don't really need? Some of these are high value items, some of them not so much. Okay, that's good enough. Unless the Bow of Ariel is really heavy.
So the deed has been done.
Oh, we did the deed.
The restoration of this way shrine means that Werther must be dead, and the betrayed.
Good call, Magus.
no
I completely
longer
forgot
have
about
control
Caustic
over
Spit. Completely forgot about it. Do I even have it in my, yeah, I do. Had it in my favorites.
May
Holy crap.
Auriel light your path.
Draven's bow? Yeah, I probably just have it in my inventory. Haven't given it back to him yet. Maybe I'll make a detour next time I go to Riften. The betrayed weren't to blame.
What? What are you talking about?
Werther. He was a vampire and he controlled them.
A vampire?
Oh, wow. Getting a little
see.
shaky there.
Now,
Huh?
that would explain much. Deep inside.
Oh, that one eye looks a little
brings
wonky,
me
doesn't
joy
it?
that the betrayed weren't to blame for what happened here.
Yeah, maybe they're just off to the side. Looks like that one eye's a little lazy. Why is that?
Because that means there's still hope that they might one day shed their hatred and learn to believe in Auriel once again. It's been a long time since I felt that way, and it's been long overdue. My thanks to both of you.
Well, no problem.
You risked everything to get Auriel's bow, and in turn, you've restored the chantry.
Yeah,
I can't
the bow
think of a
is
more
kind of
deserving
important to
champion
saving the whole
carry it
world
than
thing
you. If you
that
wish
we're
to
working
learn
on
more
here.
about the bow, or obtain some hallowed arrows for it, I'd be more than happy to help. You've but to ask.
All right, well, let's make sure we get some sun-hallowed arrows from him. And I think we're good on encumbrance still. Actually, since Ariel's bow is a quest item, it's probably not taking up any encumbrance. So we'll have to keep an eye on that after we kill Harkon. Serana.
It's not as shiny as I was expecting.
Are you kidding me? It's
Still,
like glowing.
It's beautiful.
It's radiant. So what's next?
I think we both know. It's time to face my father. If we don't,
Yeah, I
he'll
just
keep
wanted you to
chasing
say
us
it.
for the rest of our lives.
Okay, there's no reasoning with him. Let's run as far as we can. What if we just, you know, run from him as far as we can?
There's nowhere to run. And I'm certainly not moving in with my mother, if that's what you're implying. No.
It's fair, yeah.
This has to end here and now.
Soul Cairn is not a great place to live. Yeah, no, there's... The world is not big enough for, you know, a global apocalypse to run away from. So, yeah. Let's face him together
If we
then.
head back to the castle and kick the front door in, we're gonna be knee-deep in his friends. Let's head back to Isran and let him see what we've got first. I'm betting he'll lend us a sword or two.
Yeah, that's a good call. It's as much his fight as it is ours at this point. Gelibor.
I trust you're faring well.
Well, glad to have this behind us and not in front of us. What can you tell me about the bow?
The bow was said to be carried by Auriel himself into battle against the forces of Lorkhan in ancient and mythic times. Its craftsmanship has no equal anywhere within Tamriel, and possibly beyond.
So true divine craftsmanship on the bow, huh? So what does it do?
The bow draws its power from Aetherius itself, channeling it through the sun. Therefore, when an arrow is loosed from the bow, it
Solar
produces a
powered, huh?
magical effect very similar to being burned by fire.
Okay. So its solar power is pretty much just heat damage. It sounds powerful, especially against a vampire.
That's actually only a fraction of its potential.
Yeah, I was gonna
With
say,
sun-hallowed arrows, you would be
I have
able to
bows
produce
that
a
can do
much
fire
more
damage.
spectacular effect, causing bursts of sunlight to envelop your foes. The sun
Now,
bursts
fancy
would certainly
arrows, now
hurt
we're
anything,
talking.
but is especially devastating to the undead.
That's what we need, huh? Verther said something about using blood.
Well, using an arrow with the bow that's been dipped in blood may cause it to function differently, corrupting its purpose. That's, of course, if you're foolish enough to try it.
Interesting. Okay, we may be foolish enough. Got to take my niece to work, so I'll keep you on mobile, but not by back by the time. Okay, no problem, man. Yeah, I get it. I know the backstory. I know the lore. You're a good guy taking care of your niece, though. So take care. No worries, man. Drive safe. Let's see. You should try caustic spit. Yeah, caustic spit would have been a good idea. But we talked about that already. All right. Let's see here. So sun-hallowed arrows. Those sound very useful. Let's do that.
I can actually assist you in that regard. If you were to bring
Like
me
a
some
blessing
good
or
quality
something?
elven arrows, I could imbue them with the proper incantations and rituals.
Cool. So can you make me some now?
Absolutely. I can only do 20 at a time. So if you want the rest of your arrows blessed, let me know.
20. Do I have any more?
Absolutely. I can only do 20 at a time. So if you want the rest
I
of
don't
your
think I
arrows
had any more
blessed,
than 40.
let me know.
Honestly, we're not gonna need that many either. So you said something, you had hope for the betrayed now. That it wasn't just them corrupting Verther, but the other way around.
I feel nothing but sympathy for the betrayed, despite my actions against them. But I'm afraid that they're well beyond a cure at this point.
Yeah, generations of twisted hatred at the hands of the dwarves is going to be hard to undo, but why do you say that?
The twisted forms you've seen didn't occur overnight. It isn't a plague or a disease that ravaged our species. The dwarves may have stolen their sight, but it took many generations for them to become what they are today.
Yeah, pretty much the same thing then, huh? So there's no hope for them?
Perhaps they'll never return to their former appearance. But over the centuries, I've noticed a rise in their intellect. If a line of communication
That's
could be
something.
established with them,
That's either scary
maybe they
or
could
that's
find
hopeful, right?
peace. It's the only way they'll discover that they weren't always malignant. They were once a proud and prosperous race.
Yeah. So what will happen to the Chantry now? It's been fairly destroyed at this point, but
While it would fill me with joy to see the Chantry back to its former glory, that time has long since passed. Now that my brother's dead, it's quite possible I'm the last of our kind.
well, you can't put up like a coat of paint and clean up some of the trash around. I know it's a lot of work, but you seem able-bodied. Well, then I feel like I've contributed to your kind's
There's
extinction.
no need for that kind of talk. I said it was possible. It's also quite possible that there are some other isolated conclaves of snow elves nestled elsewhere.
Usually in Elder
I'll
Scrolls
also
lore, if they say
assume Bertha
something's
didn't
possible,
exactly give you the option to stay
it's usually probable, I would say. If they're even just hinting that there's something else. So Elder Scrolls 6, I wouldn't be shocked if we found another snow elf or two. You know? What will you do then?
For the time being, I will remain here on the Overlook and continue trying to keep the Sanctum free of the betrayed.
Lore
You're
note,
always
nice,
welcome
yeah.
to return here at any time, of course.
All right, and I am running a mod that allows me to take Gelibor on as a follower, which is handy because he can make those sun-hallowed arrows for you without you having to come all the way back here. But now that we
You're
have the
always
Way
welcome to
Shrine
return
open,
here at any time, of course.
it's less of a journey. Just have to go through the damn Darkfall Cave. Oh, the mod, yeah. It's nice. He's a pretty good follower, I would say. I don't know that I've ever actually taken him on for very long as part of like a character concept or anything. Okay, I really don't feel like I want to fight all these trolls. We do have to head back to the rift, and I'll probably use that opportunity to sell some stuff off before we talk to glowing mushrooms or fortified destruction potions, by the way, which with the explosive bolts and I think the trick arrows, they do actually, the fortified destruction potions do affect the power of those. Geez, where am I going? Okay, it's over here. I was looking for that brazier. It would lead me through that back entrance again. We should be fairly safe on the way out. I think we killed everything up to this point. And there's a little bit of a shortcut back to the entrance if we go upstairs here. Glowing mushrooms are Fabio, by the way. Yeah, they're actually glowing. Fabio's glowing mushroom would be a great pub trivia team name. All right. No, I think I have a hunting knife favorited here. Dwarven hunting knife. Yeah, I don't have to waste bolts on getting through this spider's web. Here we go. Desecrated corpse. I'll take the egg sac. Oh, I've already emptied out the egg sac. Spider eggs have a fortify archery effect to them, which is very valuable for an archery only character. If that's your only means of damage output, get all the spider eggs you can carry for sure. And then mix it with what else? Elves ear. I don't know if you can actually plant anything. Oh yeah, juniper berries is the one that you can plant though. I think that's the only plantable ingredient that has fortify archery on it though, is juniper berry. Unless you have like CaCO or something that remixes the ingredients. New pub mod brewing then? Yes, that would be cool. You have a pub mod that allows you to, you know, brew your own mead, but also like a microbrewery, but also has a trivia night, like every Tour DOS or something at 10 p.m. They have a little trivia game that you can play. That'd be awesome, actually. That wouldn't be even that hard, I don't think. You just show up at like 10 p.m. every week on the same day of the week, and then talk to the trivia master. Play a little game of trivia. Maybe get some little random prizes and stuff. No longer lurking now that I'm here. Hey James, welcome back from your lurk. Welcome back from your lurk. Your lurker slumber. Speaking of juniper berries, grab some of these. Absolutely. So what games you guys been playing? I was playing... Oh, I don't like the sound of that. I was playing Doom: The Dark Ages for a while. It's a game I've been looking forward for a while, or forward to for a while. I put about 24 hours into it, and then I just uninstalled it yesterday or the day before. The biggest gripe I have about it, it looks great, plays great, performs well, gameplay is fantastic. All of the stuff that I look for in a AAA game. The biggest gripe I had about it was that all the weapon progression is tied up with exploration in that game. Do I have any camping supplies? Enchanting supplies, no camping. We're not really campers, are we? We're more of a stay in a posh inn kind of girl, aren't we? Yeah, so I uninstalled it just yesterday or the day before because the weapon progression systems are all tied up to exploration. In the past, it was tied up with gameplay challenges, like kill a certain amount of enemies in this way with this gun, and then you unlock the next ability for that weapon. In Doom the Dark Ages, you have to explore the level for gold and rubies and different kind of gemstones and stuff in order to purchase upgrades. So you don't get to unlock all of the gameplay unless you explore the world, which in a game that is all about fast-paced gunplay and shooting monsters in the face is kind of a bummer, right? The exploration isn't bad, but when it interrupts your flow to look at the map screen every 5 seconds or something to try to figure out where this hidden treasure is on this level that you've played 3 or 4 times already, it's kind of a buzzkill. So it was a good game. I give it like a 7 or 8 out of 10, which I think is where it landed on Metacritic anyway. Some people were having performance issues with it because they were trying to run it on a non-ray tracing card, and it is a game that was designed from the ground up with ray trace lighting in mind. So other than that, performance was great for most people who are running the proper hardware. Yeah, that was the only complaint I had about it. The only complaint. But now I am on to Armored Core 7, which came out, I want to say 2 years ago, 3 years ago now. It's a FromSoft game, but it is not a Souls-like, which is kind of rare from them. But it's really well made so far. You pilot this giant mech, and the sense of scale is pretty good. But it's not tanky like the old Mech Warrior games. It's actually more kind of action arcadey driven. So it's a lot of shooting mechanics, a lot of dashing in your mech. You can actually fly around a little bit, but it costs you your boost meter. I think I heard my dog yipping. Give me just a second here. If he's had an accident in his crate or something, I got to take care of it, but I'll be right back. Nah, he's good. I think he was just barking at somebody at the door, like a mailman or something. Yeah, Armored Core. Oh, you loved Chrome Hounds? Kind of the same, right? But the real kind of like X factor for the game is the upgrade system. It's kind of how they handle progression. You play as this like mercenary mech pilot, and you're going across this completely more or less destroyed planet, trying to harvest this natural resource called coral that is very, very sought after. But the planet that it's on was destroyed. Now there's a bunch of different corporations looking to come in and swoop in and salvage what they can. So you're a mercenary fighting against different mercenaries and salvagers and scavengers and things like that, trying to make your fortune. It's kind of like a new frontier now that this planet has been destroyed and its natural resources are up for grabs. Let's see if we can avoid that bear. Serana can fight it if she wants, if she needs some fresh blood or something. So you go through this level and you fight all these different mechs. Oh. Bears, I don't think, are inherently aggressive, but they're very territorial. So if you get too close to them, and that threshold is actually not very close, it's kind of far away, they'll attack you. But if you keep your distance and they see you, they won't attack you unless you get too close. So yeah, you're going through this level. Your pay on it decreases. Your payout as a mercenary decreases as you take damage, and you have to use repair kits and things like that. Also, the longer that it takes, the more money you lose out on from your payout at the end. But also, the more enemies that you kill during the course of this level, the more bonus money you can make. So you're trying to get through the level as quickly as possible, take the least amount of damage possible, but while also killing as many enemies as possible, so that you can earn this money. And then this money you use to buy different parts for your mech, upgrades for your arms, legs. Pretty much every part that you have is upgradable, swappable. So you can have like a plasma sword on your left arm and like a rocket launcher on your, or like a machine gun in your, on your right arm, or like rocket launchers on your left shoulder and a shield system on your right shoulder. And you can mix and match these with different melee weapons, different ranged guns and things like that. And you can use that to create your build and use that to try to tackle the, retackle like different levels, replay different levels to try to get like S rankings for more money. So so far it plays really well. The frame timing on it is pretty bad. If you try to play 60 frames per second, you probably have to use something like Special K to get a proper frame timing on it. It's a very choppy 60 frames per second, but I've been playing at 120 frames per second, and that seems just to brute force all the choppiness out of it. It's not a well frame paced 120 frames per second, but that is such a high frequency that you don't really see the choppiness in it. It plays pretty smooth. So unless you can play at 120 frames per second, or you can use a third-party utility like Special K that I've shown off on the stream before, it's gonna feel stuttery. But other than that, it plays pretty well. So far, it seems pretty good. It was nominated for some Game of the Year awards on some publications, but I don't know that how many it actually won. Maybe not any. All right, we need to... Okay, we have some thief jobs to do in Solitude here. So I think we're going to shack up here for the night. We do have some important business to take care of with Isron here, so that is a priority. But while we're here, we may as well take care of these different jobs here. Oh, we have one right here in Dragonbridge. That's awesome. Retrieve the Flawless Ruby from Four Shields Tavern in Dragonbridge. So while we're resting here, we do have a lot of rest to make up for. We need to refill our stocks of food and water. We'll rest up here, and then while we're staying here, we'll see if we can finagle this ruby out
food, warm drinks, and warm beds
from under their noses. It looks like it's going to be in our room that I rent too, so that's good. Who is this? A fugitive in full. That looks like glacial armor too. That's the heavy stuff. That's not glass. That guy is well equipped for being a fugitive.
Fate is the name. I keep the inn.
Two things. Oh, let's see. We can get some bounties if we want, but we're a little busy for that. First off, let's see what you have for sale. We need some food.
Hmm?
We'll take the beef. We'll take all the meat that she has. We'll take the leeks as well for some fiber. I like to think of Argonians as mostly meativores, carnivores. How did I forget carnivore of all things? So yeah, well, we take a lot of like the cooked fish and beef and stuff that we can find. That's what Collects Many Things likes to eat more than anything. So we got that now. We got some food. Let's get a refill of water, and then we'll rent that room. And we'll finally get some sleep.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
So you're working on building a cleric here? No, I am working on a thief. Nice little fording there you just crossed. Yeah, just ran right through the water. Working on building a cleric here. No, there is a cleric build that I'm working on. The leveling is pretty much done. I need to progress through some of the DLC quests in order to unlock things like the main thing would be perk respecking in the Dragonborn DLC.
Yes? I understand. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
I've been kind of just adding perks willy-nilly to him. Oh wow, we're over encumbered now too. Holy shnikes. Oh, and that is actually strongbox. Yes, please. Nice. I'm taking all this. Is there another locked container in here anywhere? I don't think so. Okay, got the 500 gold threshold really easily with that one strong box. Okay, that was part of the Robber's Eye perk in the lockpicking skill tree here. When you enter a dwelling you don't own, illuminates a locked container for 120 seconds. Man, we were really we were really down to the wire on that one because I was flapping my gums the whole time. During this time, it contains valuable items based on your lockpicking skill and the difficulty of its lock, which wasn't, it was an adept lock, so it wasn't that bad. But we still got some Daedric stuff in there. That was awesome. This can only occur once every 12 to 60 in-game hours, so that's a long cooldown. Taking 15 seconds or less to pick the lock on a container illuminated by Robber's Eye improves the added treasure by an average of 50% based on the level of the lock and resets the cooldown of Robber's Eye. So next time we enter an establishment, let's take a look at the upper left-hand corner to see if Robber's Eye is procced. So we don't have to worry about the cooldown anymore. You may choose an item type: gold, jewelry, books, ingredients, potions, ingots, weapons, armor, or scrolls. I think I might have done weapons on this one. Containers illuminated by Robber's Eye are 3 times more likely to contain items of your chosen type over the other types. I think I did weapons on that one. Maybe jewelry. I don't remember. Just because I wanted a bigger chance of finding more enchanted weapons, since the thief doesn't have any enchanting of its own, at least not that you can perk into. Just finding random treasure with random enchantments on it is likely to have a stronger enchantment on it than what I can do with a custom build anyway. So I think I picked weapon on that one. And then Dungeoneer. Robber's Eye also works in dungeons and lasts 3 times as long. And I haven't actually seen that proc in a dungeon yet, I don't think. But we got to keep an eye out for that. That's one thing that you have to do with the thief. If you're taking things like Robber's Eye and also Pickpocket with Thief's Eye, you have to keep an eye on the upper left-hand part of the screen to see if that procs out, so you can take advantage of it.
Hey,
did I sleep yet?
off.
I don't think I slept yet. Oh my god, title says thief. Oh my god. Yeah, I haven't played the Cleric for a while, but last time you were here, I might have been playing the Cleric. Does it say in the description anything about clerics? I thought I removed all the specific stuff out of there. I'll have to take a look. Let's see, 10 a.m. Let's do 10 hours will take us to 8 p.m. And we need a lot of rest. So let's do that. That'll take us to 8 p.m. We got a little bit of a trek to get to Solitude, where we can actually start selling some of this stuff off. Oh, crap. Yeah, all right. We're going to have to... What's our encumbrance looking like? Oh, that's crazy. Do I have any potions here? Elixir of Strength increases the capacity by 60. That's not enough. That's going to take us to 925. 60? No, not 60. I'm sorry. Yeah, 925. And we have 931 here. Can I offload some stuff on Serana? Can I use her as a pack mule?
What now?
Yeah,
This better not be all the things you just can't be bothered with.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, you have all these arrows, though. Are these things that I'm accidentally hitting you with? Probably. All right, Serana. Take all my heavy stuff that I can't carry. Crafting materials, mostly. She seems happy to take all this stuff. She's vanilla right now, so can't imagine she has a huge encumbrance, but that's enough, actually. 2643 Skyrim Triumvirate Cleric gameplay. Oh, the chapters. I left the chapters in there. I gotta remove the chapters. Holy crap. Thanks for reminding me on that. I'll remove those. What a pain. Let's just save these for my daddy. Why you gotta make it sound so dirty, though? Oh, wow. It is dark out here. Okay. Serana, you with me? Yep, she's my bodyguard. Oh, we're hungry and thirsty. Let's take care of that. We're not tired anymore, though. That's good. That took care of it. If it isn't dirty, isn't it a humor? Yeah, right. If it isn't dirty, is it even funny? You know. Touche, touche. Okay. Guys, I'm sweating a little bit. It's warm. It is warm in here today. Let me check the temperature. 102, 104 already today. And it's 1:43 p.m. What's the rest of the forecast look like? This is Fahrenheit. This isn't Celsius. I'd be dead if this were Celsius. So my European friends over there, don't fear for my safety, but do fear for my comfort. Yesterday was 107. It was very hot yesterday. A little bit cooler today. Excessive heat warnings ongoing. Yes, indeed, indeed. Sunday. Tomorrow's going to be 108. Monday's 108. Yeah, it's going to be 108 for the... Ugh. This is terrible. This is terrible. I hate it. I hate it. Yeah, I'm sweating a little bit. It's warm in here. I got the AC running, set to the high 70s or whatever. And that's nice right next to the thermometer, but up against the wall and in this room where I'm running this gaming hardware, it still gets warm. Still gets warm. Yeah, that's the one thing that'll make me cash out and move somewhere else is the heat here it is getting worse. It definitely is getting worse. We have more and more days over 100 every year, pretty much. And the drought continues. Ooh, you guys see it? I see it. Kine doesn't like that spider. We'll go up there and check to see if she has any eggs, though. Do love spider eggs. Fortify marksmanship potions for sure. Gonna need those for this character. Still 40 degrees Celsius, or... That's pretty warm Celsius, yeah?
What is it?
Serana. Get off of me. Yeah, I got 2 spider eggs out of there. Nice. Got my bolt back, too. Excellent. Been a while since I quick saved, so we'll do that now. Alright, let's truck it back to Solitude here. We got some thieving jobs to do. Then we have to head back to the Rift. We'll probably take a carriage for that. I'll have to talk to Isran. Probably stop at... our house, though, in the cistern first. Drop off some crafting ingredients. And then we'll head over to Fort Dawnguard after that. Man, I'm getting hungry too. I'm sweaty, I'm hungry, I'm warm. Just a ball of complaints. Sorry y'all gotta deal with me. Being all cranky. Being all old and cranky. Okay, there is a fence over here in the Winking Skeever. That I think he's open all day, Golemai. So we should be able to unload some stuff on him. create some room and encumbrance for doing our looting here. Story of my existence of late. Being old and cranky. Yeah.
This is an
Take a
ode
load
to
off and enjoy
Skyrim's
the
Doesn't get any
staunch
better
protectors,
from what I hear.
the Imperials.
Come to sell me something special? Or did you just want to look through my merchandise? Why
We'll
don't
do a
you
little
take
bit
a
of
look
both,
at some
huh?
of my merchandise, and we'll see what kind of a deal we can make.
Elven Sword of Incompetence. Targets attempting a power attack within 8 seconds fail and get staggered. That might be nice in open combat situations. I'm not sure I already have that one, but we have plenty of gold to buy it. Elven Sword of the Standing Stones. If the target is staggered, 50% chance to summon a spike of rock that flips the target. I think I already have this one, though. Poison and Ice Blasts. Yeah, I think I'm okay without that. The Shadow Mage stuff. Flawless Amethyst. Not an enchanter, so don't need that. Alright, let's sell off some stuff. Falkreath Warhammer. Why does this seem unique? I think it was just random loot. I'll just sell that off. Along with the Daedric Halberd. Yes, please. Exotic Bow. Don't mind if I do. Daedric Lord Boots. He doesn't have quite enough to cover that. Bashing deals 15% more damage. I might try to disenchant that if I can. I think I already have that one, but the bashing, the wing strike counts as bashing with a bow or crossbow. So having an enchantment that increases that might be useful for this character in combat archery situations. 71 left here. Dwarven unarmored, elven shield. There we go. All right, how's business?
Working with the guild again is the best decision I've ever made. Protection, respect, and a constant flow of coin. It couldn't get any better. Best of all, there's no need to smuggle things quietly anymore. With the influence we have in Solitude, I can march it right out the front door.
Heck yeah, man. See how much better it is to play nice with the guild than it is to go against the guild's back?
Just remember me if you get your hands on anything else.
The age of aggression
All right.
is just
Let's see. Oh, what's next? A heist job. Burglary job. I already did that one. Clear Hall of the Dead in Solitude. Halfingar of valuables. So there are 3 valuables in the Hall of the Dead. Should be easy enough to take care of. With interesting NPCs, you don't have to deal with those skeletons. There's an NPC down there that already wiped them all out, I think. Let's see, we have to plant something in the Hall of the Dead, so we can take both of those at the same time. Fishing, retrieve Yvette Sand silver garnet necklace from Yvette Sand and Solitude. We'll just go ahead and get all of these bits and pieces. All right.
We'll drive out the storm.
I take it you straightened that guy out. Yeah, he's our friend again. Straightened him right out. All right, so bits and pieces. This is gonna be harder to do with Serana in tow, but it's only 8:30 p.m. as well. The Hall of the Dead might be a little less traffic stricken, and that's probably Yvette Sand over there. She's probably just getting ready to go into her house. But typically, I want it to be. Oh, Hall of the Dead is something different, I guess. I thought the Hall of the Dead was over here. I guess not. She's probably heading... Oh, no, she's still... Wow, a lot of these people are still chilling out in... Burning of King Olaf Festival over here.
Oh, yeah, Yes, sir.
That was easy
I
enough.
feel many of Solitude's families are having trouble getting by, and the wealthy do nothing to help them.
I want to get the guild leader armor up and running. I forgot my hotkey for that, but... Oop. Group use, please.
You see, we cannot help them all. The poor must learn from the example of their gods.
Okay, Yvette San is done. Too easy, wow. Yeah, I know. I have Gopher's Artful Dodger mod. I need to reduce that to like 95, 96% as a cap on it, because it's just 100% pickpocket is just way too easy. But I'm trying to progress this character enough that I can do a build guide on her soon. So I'm trying to kind of remove a lot of that friction, or most of that friction, as much of it as possible until I get that build guide out. Okay, do we have what's his butt in here anywhere? It looks like he's already gone to bed, gone upstairs, so this is a good time to do this. Looks like the next item is upstairs. I thought there were 3 items. I'm only seeing one. Okay, no, I see them both now. How do I get upstairs? We need some night vision. Yeah, here we go. Got the candlestick. This guy actually sleeping, or is he just hanging out up here? He's just hanging out. All right, and I'm not really technically trespassing yet, so that's good. Let's go just wait a couple hours, see if he goes to bed. Is he coming this way, or is he going to bed? Go to bed, go to bed, go to bed. Nope, he's coming this way, damn it. Okay, at least he's not sitting in that chair. Wow, he's a night owl for a priest, huh? God, the detection boxes on these treasures are really annoying. Okay. Now we have a stolen gem or something. Stolen emerald. There we go. Excellent. Montgomery Burns. Excellent. Now let's see if we can get out of here without getting spotted. He's an old guy though, so he's not going to notice us. All right. That one's done. No problem for a master thief. And let's see, what other jobs do we have? We got the bits and pieces. Don't need night vision anymore. Yeah, just bits and pieces for the numbers job, and then we'll turn everything back in when we go back to Riften. Collect our payments, and then hopefully that puts us close to another 50,000 septum, so we can buy another perk. That'd be nice, huh? Who is seeing me? Nobody. Who is that? Is that Barrand? Oh my god, there's Sema is right there. Oh, okay. That was not a tactically sound situation for that job. All right, let's hang out here for another hour, see if they finally go to bed. Officer, lovely evening. Serana.
You should see me when you get bored, stranger.
My fetching companion. Okay, the door is locked now. That's a good sign. Yes, Karn, I see you. What? I'm not doing anything. Okay. Oh, wow. In the bigger room, I guess, huh? Oh, nobody's even up here. Weird. Is the kids sleeping in the parents' beds? Why do they have the ledger in the kids' bedroom? That's a little strange. You know what? I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I just want to do my job and get out of here and get paid. Using their kid as an accountant. It's one way to save some money, I guess. Hope that works out for you. Okay, guys, I got 2 minutes left in my window. We're not really going to do anything else here. I got to let my dog out of the crate. I got to play with him a little bit. He's been in the crate a lot today. I'm going to let him stretch his bones. Get some engagement with his dad. Play some games with him, you know? So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the stream. We made some good progress in the Dawnguard questline anyway. That one's close to done. I do need to get the rest of the crossbow schematics for the exploding bolts and stuff like that. And I got to do all that for the Dawnguard before I become a vampire with Serana. But I will definitely lobby Serana to turn me into a vampire once I have everything I need for the crossbows from the Dawnguard. And then we'll go from there. We'll probably start tackling once we, you know, complete the quest line anyway, and get all the crossbow stuff, become a vampire. We'll head over to Solstheim, and we will take on the Dragonborn quest line so that we can respec our characters, so I can refine it for the build guide that should come out before too long. That's my plan, anyway. Thank you for the playthrough. Have a good weekend. Yeah, you too, Tom. It was good seeing you, buddy. Joe, you as well. I will do my best to have a good weekend. You guys do the same. Python, Hi Adder, Your Boy Nobody, Magus, everybody, Mr. B. Yeah, everybody else. Have a great weekend, okay? And I will see you next time. Take care.